What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I'm back again with another video. Hope you're having a great day. I am too. And over the past year I've had this channel, I've always wanted to do this kind of experience that I'm sharing in the story today. And so I got a pretty interesting story for you guys today about the time I tried acid. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Listen to my homie's music. It's going to be in the intro. Again, he's got some really fire shit and he's been popping off lately. Anyway, let's get into the video.
Because of me, hey, because of me, alright, okay. Because of me, all these niggas two-faced. You don't crawl up through the money, spend that shit in two ways. Made what you made a year, yeah, in 2 days. Niggas mad at me cause my money blue face. Feel like Ben 10 and Sam, watch me mutate.
Alright, so this story takes place in, I think, December. Yeah, I think it was the first week of December. And, okay, so my homie from school, he hits me up asking if I still wanted some acid, right? And I was like, yeah, bet. So he texts his plug, and his plug's got some fire shit. He sent me a picture, and they were these little green gel tabs that looked beautiful. They were tiny. It's not like a regular blotter. And he said they were 200 UGs, which I was kind of skeptical about that because most street acid is 50 to 100. But I'm definitely sure after taking this, because you'll see, it was definitely 200 UGs. So that was actually pretty W. And it turns out that this same plug that my friend was ordering for me from was the same guy that in NBOME bombed my friends in 8th grade and early 9th grade. It was the same plug we used because he used to make acid in his kitchen sink. And that's pretty fucked up, but this shit was real. And it's kind of just funny. It turned out to be the same dude. I met with him. He remembered me. And as soon as I heard his name, I was like, damn, that's the same guy I knew. And I ordered it through my friend. I'm probably just going to say his name because I don't give a fuck. His name's Billy. And he said it would be there early, and it was on a Wednesday like today because I stayed home all day. And my family makes me go to church on Wednesday nights, so you know, I enjoy it and stuff too. I have to go tonight, but I didn't have enough time, so I ordered it at 8:30. The guy said he was in Lawrenceville, which is an hour and a half south of here, and he said he'd pull up around 12. I get a text from Billy at like 10 saying he's doing other drop-offs, so it'll take a lot longer. And so I was like, okay, well, damn. So I just start playing COD on my Xbox. I finished on my schoolwork. And at about, I think, 5, Billy texts me. He goes, hey, he's on your house. He's on the way to your house right now. I gave him my ID again. He's like, yeah, he's close. So I went out and sat on my driveway for probably 30 minutes with my dog. I didn't even have like my vape or anything. I was sitting there bored as hell with my $40 because I bought, it was $30 because I bought 2 tabs for 15. I mean, that's a fair price. I mean, paying 10 for a tab, I don't mind, but these are 200 UGs, so I'm happy with that price. Anyway, I didn't have a way to tell my friend or tell him I was sitting on the driveway. He just said go out on the driveway and be ready for when he pulls up. And that kind of sucked because I just got my phone back, so I couldn't talk to him. But I'm sitting on my driveway with my dog, and the classic plug whip mobile pops up, a fucking black Honda Civic. And I was like, damn, that's gotta be him. So he stops at the bottom of the driveway. My driveway is a quarter of a mile long, for those of you who know. And so I was like waving him to come up all the way. Go around to the side, he recognized me, we shake up. He hands me these 2 tabs stuck together, like, because you know how they come, right? They come on like a sheet. And I hand him the 30, he counts it, and he dips, right? They were in a plastic bag, which is stupid, because you're supposed to wrap them in tinfoil, because any light root reduces the potency of the LSD. I knew that for a while, but, I get it in my pocket. I was wearing these camo pants that I have, so I put it in one of my side pockets, and no one knew. So I get some tinfoil when I get back inside. It was dead ass, like 5 minutes until we ate. My family was like calling my name from the porch. I was like, oh shit. So I ran up there. I didn't even have time to put the acid in my room. It was literally just sitting in my fucking pocket. And everyone cleans up the dishes. My dad leaves for his thing, and we're about to leave for ours. And I take some tinfoil, and I wrap them up because I take them out and I cut them. I'd use a knife to cut it because it wasn't easy to tear. And I cut a not very equal piece. It was like a little spike. Like I cut the tab and it's like a little spike coming out. So I was like, damn, that's going to be more than 200 UGs. And I was like, all right, bet. So I wrap them in tinfoil, put them in my closet. And then the next day I wake up, I grab the acid. And the thing is, I couldn't sneak it in with the tinfoil because there's we get metal detected every day. So I just had to fucking put that shit in my sock, barely. Like, just against my bare skin. So it's still, so I've been definitely rubbed off on my foot, whatever. I didn't trip from that. That was stupid. But I snuck it in. One of my homies watched me pop it, and he was like, that's not fucking acid. That's a fucking piece of homework. And other people were skeptical. Then they saw me later in the day and were like, oh, this nigga tripping balls. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, no, it was fucking real. And it was really sweet. You know, typically if like you have a tab and it's bitter, it's a spitter because that's usually I-25I or NBOMe, and that's not very good. And that's big bad. It's called being embalmed. And one of my homies saw him pop it again, and then I go back in class, and it's sweet. It's dissolving on my tongue for a while. And this girl, Kenzie, she said I could use her name in the video. She saw it on my tongue because it was green, and I just showed it to her, and she was like, hell yeah. And she said type shit, and I was waiting for it to dissolve, and that took a long-ass time. Like, I didn't talk, I was just listening to music, waiting for it to dissolve. I showed it to one of my friends who was next to me, and she was like, oh, damn, are you gonna be okay? I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. And after a while, it got really, really, really small, like about the size of, like, I don't know, I don't even know, a crumb. And, because it wasn't very big to begin with. So I fucking up and swallowed it, because I read that you can swallow them and it's fine. But it just hits faster, you keep it under your tongue. And I continued to listen to music, and after about, because our class periods are 40 minutes long, so after about 40 minutes, it's time to go to our next class period. And my homie, he was watching fucking Family Guy Funniest Moments on his computer, and I was watching a Fortnite gameplay video from the current season. So it was like, I don't remember what it was. And I was really locked into that video, because it was the week before finals, so I didn't have anything to do. I deadass just was bored, so I was watching that, and I got really locked in. The colors were getting enhanced, and my homie, he was high as fuck. He hit someone's cart, and he was just laughing at every Family Guy scene that it showed. And I was like, it cannot be that funny, dog. Then he shows it to me, and I start laughing my ass off, and I was like, oh, damn. And I started listening to music again, and my Fortnite video was over. So at that point, I deadass just started watching Darman, and the video was just so shit that it was interesting. And it turned 10:30, so we left to my third period, and that's when the shit started kicking in, like, fuck. And there's this, like, co-teacher. We're not sped or retarded or anything. We have a big-ass classroom, so she can help all the students in there, and she'll pull people to her room and stuff, and it's usually empty, so because she's a free period, that's her planning period, I guess. And I like to go in there because this big-ass comfy chair, and that's where one of our iconic pictures comes from. I'll see if I can find it and throw it up on the screen. And we're all sitting in this chair, and everyone's, like, being gay as fuck because they're all faggots. And I get out of the chair, and she's got this rug. It's kind of dirty, but it's, like, fluffy. It's, like, this black rug right in front of the chair. And I'm laying on it, and everything is just moving, and the fucking rug feels beautiful. And I look at the walls, and they're starting to become kind of, like, 3D. It was, like, I was looking at them, and I was just turning my head. It's really hard to describe unless you've done it. Because it's not like you see patterns and everything, and I was looking at the linoleum floor, and I was seeing the carpet of the pattern on the floor, which is pretty cool. And I was looking at the walls, and they seemed like they were 3D. Like, I would get close to them, and I'd be like, what the fuck? And I was looking at the screen on my computer, and it was looking like the fucking Blu-ray DVD logo. That shit was not like the bouncing one, but whenever you put a Blu-ray disc in, and it plays like the cinema, or I don't know what the fuck it's called. And it started waving. It started doing the fucking wave emote from Fortnite. And we went outside for a walk, and it was really amazing. Similar to what I said in my shroom video, it feels like the sun is shining at me anytime I go outside and look at the sun. It really feels like he's smiling at me and wishing me a happy trip. And that was really amazing. And I was like, damn, it's really, really bright out here. And then we go back in, and we get to lunch because it was 11:27. And I'm eating my food while I'm, like, obscenely fucked up. And they kept hitting me with these little frozen slushy juice packets. If you know where I live and what school I go to, or you've had them before, you know what I'm talking about. I'll see if I can throw them up on the screen. It's like fruit juice and a slushy, and you squish it. They kept slapping me in the back of the neck with those fuckers. And I would tell them to stop. I was like, nigga, stop. And he goes, what are you fucking talking about? And I was like, stop hitting me with that damn thing. And everyone, I could hear them around me. It's like he's locked into that video. And everything was really bright around me. And they're like, I was describing it to them. And they're like, oh yeah, you're fucking tweaking. And I was like, when were you slapping me then? And they go, oh, probably about like 10 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, there's no way. Because it really distorted my time. It really, really fucked me up. And I just get back to like my other class that I had after lunch. And there was this girl there. She didn't give me permission to use her name. But, whatever. She kept saying that there's like spiders growing out of my eyes. And that there's like fucking spiders and mice everywhere. And she was a witch. And that she was going to get me. And she was wiggling her fingers in my face. And that shit was more funny than it was scary. But there was a cop out there with a flashlight. And I kind of started like getting fucking scared. Because like, oh shit, he's going to start looking at me and shit. And she said, oh yeah, you're going to get caught. He's going to get you. And so we go in there and we sit down. And our teacher starts yapping about some shit that's actually kind of interesting. And I'm trying to pay attention, but I'm still fucked up. and I look around, and at the window, it's completely open because it's an old ass school. And I'm just looking around outside. I kind of just walked over and stood by it, and the teacher's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then I sat there, and I was like, "Damn, okay, I need to chill out." So after that ends, we go to gym, which is my second to last period. And I didn't even work out. I didn't lift weights. I didn't play basketball. I didn't do anything. I sat there for the entire period with one of my friends, who's actually in that chair with me in the picture I'm throwing up earlier on the screen. And we just played Flash games the entire time. We found this website they hadn't blocked, and we just played Flash games. There was just one game that was dope as hell. It was like a fucking Minecraft racer game. That shit was just funny to us. And I kept staring at the roof of the gym because I like to do that shit when I'm on acid. I like to stare at really, really high ceilings. Like the ceiling in my living room. When I did acid on Christmas Day, which will be a future story, I just like staring at the tree and at the fucking roof of my ceiling, and that was really dope. But I don't know, like the windows and roofs and all that kind of shit just intrigue me while I'm on acid. And so we get to my last period of the day, sit down, still kind of tripping. I'm coming down though. Like, I'm coming down pretty hard. Like, I'm not seeing a ton of moving visuals. It's just a lot of color enhancement and euphoria. That's one thing I forgot to mention. The euphoria I got while sitting on the ground on that black carpet in my third period was insane. It was one of the best feelings ever. That's probably why I like acid so much. It really made me feel amazing, and I can understand why. Like, people like Goblin just loved acid. And so I'm sitting in my last period, and we decided to go out there on a walk. And our teacher didn't have a radio because I guess his broke or some shit, so didn't have a way to contact him. So Dr. Baldass nigga, that's what we're gonna call him. He walks out there and he pulls one of my friends out, the same guy who was watching like the Family Guy videos that was high as fuck. They pulled him out like while we were outside on a walk around the school, and they pull him, and I was like, oh shit, they're gonna get me. And then I was like, oh, I'm good. And then we went back to class, and I was like, what the fuck happened? And one of my friends said, oh yeah, they knew he was high and he didn't even get in trouble. So he got away with it, and we went to our homeroom, and I turned my little school laptop in because you can't bring your own device. And I get in my mom's car, and I'm not really tripping anymore, but my pupils are still kind of big. But the big thing is about like any kind of psychedelic I do that I've tried, my pupils don't get super big until like I'm peaking or when I'm coming down. I'm still seeing shit, and it's not as bad. So my mom asked how my day was, and I was like, yeah, it was great. And she was wearing sunglasses, so she didn't even notice my pupils. And then we got home, and I just chilled on my couch for a while, and then got on my Xbox. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that was probably one of my favorite experiences I've had with acid. But I have a few more, so if you want me to share those, I'll put them on my Instagram poll, and you guys can vote for them. And thanks for the support on all my videos and stuff. I do this for fun. This shit is awesome. And everyone that voted last night, that's actually pretty dope that you guys cared enough to hit vote. Unless you were just pressing random buttons, then whatever, fuck you. But I mean, yeah. One of the days I like when I tripped on Christmas, it was really awesome, but I'm not going to spoil it too much. And anyway, drop a like if you enjoyed, and next Instagram poll, vote on that shit, I guess. Anyways, that's all I got to say. See y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.